2. Hey, segment 2. I was just thinking about, I got to write something. I got to write stuff down, man. I'm sorry. Okay, I want to talk about that. Okay. Well, segment 2 and segment 1 is all about events and shout-outs, but I want to do a couple special shout-outs today.
We definitely
do. We have a fact. This is a former #OneLuckyGal. She came on and hosted the show 1 week. In fact, I'm going to go find that video and post it today.
Oh, good.
And we want to do a huge shout-out to Deb Schaefer of Halo.
Yep.
She just had a major operation, and she came through it okay, and she's back home. And I'm telling you, she's very transparent, very open. The whole process has been out there for everybody to see. And I was just amazed leading up to this August 2nd. We all knew it was August 2nd operation, how she just carried herself through the whole process, especially the 30 days before. I mean, I was just amazed.
Deb is an amazing human being. She is the mother of many. She's the mother of many. Wonderful marriage, wonderful husband. Really has been serving the business community and serving our community for years. Halo is the go-to place for your marketing and promotion items, but when it comes down to it, we spend so much time building our wealth and having a good time and all the rest of it. And you realize when something happens with your health, there is nothing else that's more important. And she had a bout that she was dealing with breast cancer about a year ago, and it came back. She just had her surgery yesterday, and we are all pulling for her, loving her, sending her a lot of love and support. But I did really love watching the last month because she does share a lot, and she's just been grabbing life by the grapes and just living it up and vacationing and spending time with her family. And we hope that she is just resting comfortably at home right now, and all the healing energy and love goes out to her.
That's from Danny Vegas, baby. So Deb, we're waiting for, once you get back on your feet and you're at cruising speed, we're going to have you back on the show.
That'd be great.
That would be great.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
All right, we also want to do another shout out now. My buddy Rich Shaw from DNR Diamonds.
Yep.
He's had a couple health issues. One that really scared us about 2 months ago.
Had a bout.
Really scared us, and now he's kind of back. I guess he's back in the hospital, but I got the word that things are looking pretty good, and it's not as serious as the last time. Yeah. And so he's healing up. And Rich, man, hey, I need you on this show, dude. I've been trying to get you on the show for like ever, and you always just end up in the hospital instead. What's the story?
I know you got Dave, which is to me, I love both of the guys from DNR House of Diamonds, but our love and support goes out to you, Rich, as well. Again, health, there's nothing more important.
Okay, so you two are our special shout-outs of the day. Yeah. Okay, let's get into it. Let's go back in time.
Okay.
Let's go back in time.
Let's go back a week.
Is it a week? A week. We had an event at Who Songs. Great event. I think we had about 125, 150 people there.
Packed it for the
Packed
space.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Danny Vegas time, Danny Vegas world. I guarantee you will always meet someone new at my events, because there are people that come that have been coming for years, and there's people that's like, wow, this is the first time I've ever been here.
And 99% of the time you'll be glad for who you met.
Yes.
But there's that one time.
Well, I guess
just kind of
because you're more in tune to all this. I'm just hosting and shaking hands and kissing cheeks and talking and all this stuff. Giving out drink tickets. I'm the most popular cat in the whole event, right?
You are.
But I guess there was a gal there that was either the event population at this particular event was not at, in her mind, the economic level that she needs for her business. So instead of just like, okay, that's cool, let's see what I can meet and have a good time, she was kind of throwing some poison?
She was throwing a little poison, a lot of poison in the room, which okay, so here's the deal.
Up my button. This is getting serious now.
So I'm coming back from California on Tuesday, and I'm specifically coming back because I need to be at your event. Kind of co-opted it with OneLuckyGal and being your marketing BFF.
Right.
So I feel like it's my event too. Got back from California, hustled back, 7 o'clock, announcements are starting. This lovely lady out of the drawing won a prize.
Won a prize.
And so I met her briefly. And then as I'm hanging out with another client of mine and one of our show guests, Victoria and Emil Rochester of Club Pilates.
I love her.
Right, so franchise owners of 3 Club Pilates in town, right? They're good people you'd want to meet at the networking event.
Right.
With them, we had a gal that is in the plant industry, florals, she does Bellagio.
Right.
Serious lady.
Right.
We got another interior designer, right? So in the home industry. So this gal comes walking over.
Yes.
And everybody's kind of, welcoming her, being nice, chit-chatting. She announced to everyone that, well, should I say what she does? I can say what she does. We won't into anything else. She's a landscape architect, right?
A landscape
architect, which seems that would be a great connection to meet with a great interior designer. Certainly someone that's doing indoor plants for high-end homes,
right.
For commercial properties, from offices all the way up to the Bellagio. That'd be a good connection for a landscape architect, right?
I would think so.
If you meet a franchisee owner of a very popular, fastest growing, most successful Pilates franchise in town, they might have a house that you might be able to landscape, right? So that's just in that little thing right there.
Or the owner of Las Vegas Women's Magazine
There's
is
that
there.
Too.
Yes.
There's that too. So there's a ton of people in the room, and you cannot, I have to stress, you cannot judge a book by its cover when you walk into a networking room. Because you never know who's there, and more importantly, you never know who is in there that knows someone else that you want to get to and
That's
you want
right.
to make a good impression with.
Right.
So the landscape architect announced to everyone that this is not her speed of event, that she goes to higher level events than this. So she's not interested in passing out her business card. She's not interested in anybody else's business card because we're too lowbrow for her.
Looking down her nose, old Danny Vegas.
Now, with me meeting me,
about that.
Now meeting me, my clients, most of my clients are in medical and legal and nonprofit. They can afford that landscape architect, right?
They can afford that.
I'm a good person for a landscape architect.
You're a good person to know.
So bottom line, she made a really just tragically sad error, which is, don't insult an entire room full of people, because it's never going to make you look good. It's never going to make a good impression, and it's just tragic and unfortunate.
Right.
Now, what I'm hoping is, it's a new situation. You walk into a new situation. Sometimes our personality, when we're under stress, when we're feeling uncomfortable, sometimes a personality trait comes out that's always not necessarily our best one.
Right.
So that's what I'm hoping happened with this lady. She said she came there to support her friend, who was a realtor. And I was thinking, oh my gosh, this poor realtor, because you bring your wing woman and she's just basically like, no.
Oh,
to run the room.
Those wing women's always just kill
Not
the
a way
deal.
to support. So that's what happened at the event, and I threw it out on social media because I just thought, wow, am I crazy? Here's a woman that's been in business for, I'm assuming probably about 30 years easily in Las Vegas. Looking at her business card, she had a couple of educational acclamations on her business card, so education was important to her. She had on her business card a formal affiliation with a local horticulture nonprofit. Right? So nonprofit industry is good for her. Had a telephone number, no website, no social media. Probably a little behind the times in how you gather customers, but it's interesting. It was an interesting, sad display of what not to do when you're out networking.
I know you threw a little something out on social media, and oh my goodness gracious, the comment train went for days.
It did. They went crazy. There were probably about 100 comments of people just in shock, wondering why the heck would someone do that.
Well, what's amazing is I had no idea. I'm just clueless. I'm just around my event giving high fives and hugs and stuff, and I don't know. No one.
So a networking tip.
Networking tip 101.
When you walk into a room, because we've all walked into that room where we think, oh my gosh, it's nothing but wannabes and
entrepreneurs.
Entrepreneurs and part timers, or they're in there to get sloshed and mingle rather than do business, and you get frustrated. Always go into that room looking to serve, looking to make that other person feel comfortable, looking to just let your personality shine and because you
Yeah.
never know. You never know who you're going to meet.
That's right.
You can never make assumptions for who's in that room. You cannot judge a book by the cover, because the only thing that's going to happen while you're throwing poison on everybody else is it's going to toxify the environment in the room from you. So
That's bad for your brain.
Yeah,
Okay.
shame on.
Segment 3. Well, thank you very much. That's a
welcome.
great tip. Segment 3 coming right up, right after this. And then in segment 4, Jerry Zimmer of Focus Plumbing. I'll be back.
Yay.